Oh. Whew. Still got it, baby. Still blue-white for life. My latest build on blue-white control is a nightmare for Diamond. It's a monster. It water bends. It washing tongs. It has a copy of Curious Farm Animals. The deck list, you can hit the link in the description if you don't just want to see the deck list. Or you can follow me on Moxfield. It's always an option. You can follow me and see every deck list I post whenever you want to. You can stare right at it. But you can also skip after this game. I'll try to give you guys a peek if I remember. And we are trying to control Diamond with a hand like this. How hard could it be? Win cons. I have a 1/1 for 1 Curious Farm Animals. I have a 1/1 for 2 Washing Tong. My opponent has Llanowar freaking Elves, which I think I just let be. Get lost too early gets you wrecked. Okay. Might as well. That's a good card. That's a good card. Okay, they had the triple 1-drop start. We also have 3 Pinnacle Star Cages we need to find. Now. Day of Judgment as well. Okay. There are 3 Day of Judgment, 3 Star Cage. This is the kind of thing the Star Cage is needed for. Show me a Mightform Harmonizer. Show me an Ice-Till Explorer. Or, you know, a Badgermole Cub. Not even gonna snare it. We're fine. Not worried. Not even concerned. Now that is snareable. But right now, it's just surveilling. What we want to do is snare it when it comes back. We want to snare the other side. Unless we had like a Rest in Peace in play. I know what I'm going to take with the Consult, so I don't think I play it just to get it out of my hand and draw another card. This is often a fast matchup. But this is a weird spot. They often run Archdruid's Charm, which can get rid of the Star Cage. I don't know. This is a very interesting spot. The Earthbend and land will go back to them, which make me angry. I'm not over it. Earthbend is still my enemy, but I hope they just go for the Origins here. Bingo. Just as we hoped. Let's get some lands. Gotta hit every land drop if we're gonna Spirit Water Revival on time. Yes, that is also in this deck. And by the way, those were a lot of lands on top. Another Spell Snare. I think I'm gonna go for better. What does it get? It gets Cubs. It also gets Origins. I mean, at some point, it's 1 mana to get an Origins, right? I'll take it. Uh-oh. Any lands down there? They still don't have a fetch land. That's huge for us. There's an Origins right on time. Everything's working out. That has to get off my battlefield. Got him. Hey, we didn't have to keep that on top. That was a choice, and it paid off. You'll love to see it. We hit our land drop. We hold. Land into Ascension. That is a really good card. Let's find a counterspell right now. That is the card that kills you, and a lot of people still don't know it. They have 3 mana open. Give me the Rest in Peace? No. Not yet. There's no fetch land right now. Rest in Peace also takes away our Spirit Water Revival win, so you gotta be patient. Another Spell Snare is interesting, but give me the Archive. Let's hit our next land drop. 2 Spirit Water Revivals in the deck. Once you cast one, you usually win. Okay. Okay. Put that in the bin. Next turn. Power up, Anchorage, attack. Map to the Anchorage. Hit land. We could have also left the map token to pay for the revival. Honestly, I wish I had. In hindsight, that's what I would do. But the good thing about map tokens, other artifacts like Pinnacle Starcage, they pay for this. Woo! And usually once you do that, they can't win. There you go. Now that is how you want to end a game as blue-white control, with no maximum hand size and a dejected, miserable opponent who probably goes and complains to all their friends that control isn't a real deck while they play 1 mana like 8/9s. And lands that come back from exile. Whatever. Both Spirit Water Revivals in the opener is really not good. That said, we have No More Lies, into draw 2, into Day of Judgment, so I'll keep it. Now, if the revivals are gone, we have to win with Restless Anchorage, 4 copies, Washing Tongue, or, yes, I said it before, the Curious Farm Animals. We'll keep the Snare. Against Dimir, they often play at flash speed, so this could still hit something. Definitely can still hit something. But this matchup is really hard, and right now we don't have removal for the Cecil, and we don't have Get Lost for the Kaido. But it looks like they're not playing the Kaido, thank God. They want a Deep Cavern Bat, Snare is here. Okay, it's Island, so we can Snare and No More Lies if necessary. You play a Demolition Field there, you can get yourself in trouble. Opponent's trying to lower their life to grow the Cecil, possibly. No, no, you didn't just draw Kaido. No. God damn it. Makes me so mad. Hate this freaking card with a burning passion. All right, there's only one thing to do now, guys. We 100% must, have to, find Get Lost. Man, do I just go for a revival here? It lets them power up Anchorage and hit me. That does tap them out, though. I think we have to draw cards. I don't think there's a choice. I said Anchorage, I meant Restless Reef. Yeah, this might just be a Kaido game. It happens. It's a hell of a card to just keep in standard, isn't it? Information is its own. It's a free win again. Like, Tempo is generally a free win against control. It's just that good against it. It doesn't beat Badger Mole Cub very well. But now they're in this spot where they have open mana. So bad for me. And our top whatever does not include the card we need. Well, that was bad. Bitterbloom Boomer spotted. Did I lose to that card, or did that card lose to me? So dead. It's so over. Oh no. How do we get out of this one? Yeah, scripted, man. The example of everything going right for Dimir. Everything going right for Dimir. Breaks your heart. No Get Lost in the top 20. How about the top 30? Nope, not today. Sweet, love that for us. Pain-free lands, because if we live through this, we're gonna be low on life. Hello, go away.
I'm definitely lost.
Boom! Easy. 0 deaths. They definitely don't have a flash creature into animate land win. Oh, Lucas, you're a god of magic. Tell me how to be like you when I grow up. Would have been fine if they just didn't have the Kaito or I had to get lost in my top 20. Rough. Magic is rough. I mean, what else can you play that like solves your Kaito problems if you're going to run control? It's a big reason a lot of people just don't run control. It's too frustrating. It's like an unsolvable equation. You can run like Tidebinder and Spidey Sense and counter the trigger. Doesn't mean they won't just do it again in the future. You don't go up a card that way. You just go down a card to not die right now. You have to have Get Lost right away. I've won games where they Kaito'd on time, but it has to be because you have Get Lost right away. And we can't mulligan every hand we ever play to a Get Lost, so that's just gonna get you. It's just the way it is. But it does remind you, do not take the Get Lost out of the deck. I also don't think Aang's Iceberg does the job. You still have to play it on your turn. You tap out completely. You're vulnerable to their next thing. Gonna bin this. It's a little too redundant with our hand. I do hate surveilling something into the bin on turn 1, but when you're drawing all board wipes, I guess that's what you do. It's going to be intimidating to the opponent. Hold up this Consult, which holds priority. It looks like we're against artifacts. The artifacts matchup is going to be interesting. I cut the Ultima. I also cut the authority of the consoles quite a while ago. So I don't know how this matchup goes, especially when we don't have a counterspell. Maybe I should have consulted for a counterspell last turn because a resolved, you know, whatever that card is, synthesizer here is so bad for us. So they go for the Bay. Okay. Which becomes a synthesizer. Yeah, this matchup isn't really about card advantage. I should have consulted on turn 2 to possibly have a no more lies at this point. I was too busy talking about the last game. Guys, that'll get you. Mistakes will get you. So how do we beat the Fire Crystal? What can we do? So what we need to do is get a Star Cage on the field, and then we need to copy it with 3 steps ahead at instant speed. That's how we beat the Fire Crystal. We have a line. We have a chance. I don't think that Spell Snare is any good, so we'll take No More Lies to potentially counter a United Battlefront, and we'll take Stock Up to help us find the 3 steps ahead we're going to need. There's one of them. So right now, the Star Cage doesn't do anything. So we gotta wait. Do we take 2 damage? Is now the time to cast a Stock Up? We don't want to cast the 3 steps here, no matter what they do. More Star Cage, more lies. We have 1 land that doesn't hurt us in hand. What are we discarding? I think it's a Day of Judgment. I don't think I need the lies. I think I'm going to upgrade the land I get because we might need to use this demolition field on this bastion. So I'm going to take a second demolition field. Well, I still have enough after that to 3 steps. Yeah, I'll have the right colors. I think this is actually what we take, and we discard the Hollowed Fountain. So we don't have to take damage to have a land in play. This is a tricky one. That was a tricky one. I think most people would have just taken the spells, but then you end up discarding 1 to hand size anyway, and then you end up with less spells in your deck. Battlefront, exactly what we wanted to see. Do we try to get out a Star Cage? I don't think we need to. We're not going to get Fire Crystaled here, right? But having it on board means if they Fire Crystal us out of nowhere, we're safe in the future. I still just think right now we can pass and 3 steps, discard a Day of Judgment and draw 2. Yeah, they're running out those Battlefronts. That means they have a couple. I think I don't need the tapped land. I'll play the Verge, hold the field. Man, it's so tempting to play this now, and I kind of want to. It's a safety measure. I don't want to use the other 3 steps on the United Battlefront, so they could pop off from here. Let's do it. Now it's not in the hand, so it doesn't take up hand-sized space. And the way that we beat the combo with Fire Crystal is we cast 3 steps ahead, targeting Pinnacle Star Cage. It sweeps up all the constructs at instant speed. Now we could counter this, but I think we just let him have it now. And away they go. We can Day of Judgment until the Fire Crystal hits the board. Or Pinnacle Star Cage, I guess, is even better. Then we have 2 on the field in case they Perilous Snare one. So they give up a Bay. Is this the crystal? This is the crystal. Okay. So it turns out this is going to happen very quickly. But this isn't lethal. I feel like we should wait until it's lethal. This is a lot of damage, but I can play a second Star Cage to deal with it. Feels weird, guys, but I think this is the line. You can judge me later. We could leave the Bastion in play and just hope that they misplay with it, tapping their constructs. That's a tempting one. And yeah, I play the Star Cage here, so I have another artifact in play for Spirit Water Revival in the future. Or do I? No? We have to be ready to 3 steps, which means we really want the card draw. So no, we leave this. Then they just attack. We copy. Everything's probably fine. I don't know. No more lies. How does that change it? We have 8 mana, we want to use 6. If we play this, what are they going to do? They're going to turn this into another synthesizer. I think we just pass it. I think they're going to do it anyway. Most people don't see the 3-step Star Cage line because nobody plays Star Cage with 3 steps anymore. So I think they're going to walk right into it. Okay. Yeah. So if we we have to let this resolve. We could tap them out with the No More Lies, then do it. But I think we let this resolve. I know it sucks to have this on the field. We're going to have to deal with their constructs for the rest of the game. I don't have another path in this deck. This is not the matchup I built this for because this matchup like declined so much. It's probably time to bring back the 1 Ultima, isn't it, kids? It's not great with Star Cage, but in some matchups, you gotta have it. Okay, at this point, they're tapped out and they've done everything they're gonna do. We may as well counter this. Counter target spell, create a token, draw 2. Nice. Okay, we got to keep 3 steps coming at all times. They're going to need something on the field. So it takes 6 mana to draw 2. I think we just wait. Hitting land drops is good, but we're kind of there. We can cast Spirit Water Revival if we draw it here. They cast their own Star Cage. Okay. They probably have some idea of what's coming now, don't they? Do they have another 4-drop they can go get? Okay, they're still going for it. Could counter this authority. Does it matter? No, I'd rather cast Consult to have another 3 steps for next turn. You get a Get Lost. So if they keep attacking with only 2 constructs a turn, a Get Lost could eventually save us. Day of Judgment is still going to be too slow because we can't get rid of the Fire Crystal. And every copy makes a Spirit Water Revival cheaper, so that eventually we Spirit Water Revival back our 3 steps ahead, because there's only 1 left in the deck. Let's see what we can find. Consult, Spirit Water Revival, Wan Shi Tong. Is this the time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would have 3 mana left over, which isn't enough. So right now, I think we need the other 3 steps ahead. We could also take the other Get Lost, but then we're just top decking. I think it's got to be Consult for the last 3 steps. We're in a matchup where we're playing our whole deck against their whole deck. Consult for 4, 3 steps for 4 copies. Do I need the untapped land? I might as well. Most people, I don't think, could do this without Ultima. But I am seeing what I can do. There is a Perilous Snare on the stack. If I counter that, they get no constructs. If they get 2 constructs, I need to do something about it anyway. Therefore, let's dig. And this time, I think we go for 2. There's a Get Lost. That can save us. The Curious Farm Animals! If that gets rid of the Fire Crystal, everything changes. Get Lost can save us, but there's no hard counter here, except, oh, the No More Lies is kind of perfect, right? They tap out. They can't use the Bay. The Bay is uncounterable, so this is actually a 5-head. Now they get no constructs this turn. Okay, well, we got our farm animals. It can blow up the frickin' Fire Crystal. And now we're back to sorcery speed as we try to buy time. There's another Spirit Water Revival and another 3 steps ahead. They're nearby. We could also try shuffling a bunch of those consults back into the deck with the Demolition Field. Star Cage. We'll take the farm animals. Here we go. Got him! Unfortunately, we still have some big creatures to deal with, and we discarded our Days of Judgment to hold a Hollow Fountain. That's probably not necessary. Do we thin the deck? Do we shuffle? We know it's on the bottom. We know 3 steps and 1 more Spirit Water Revival have to be somewhat near the top. How close? We didn't keep exact count, but I'm sure it's in the top 10, maybe top 5. They just sacked their Star Cage and whiffed completely. Yes! Anyway, that's how you do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bring it all back. Cage 'em. Have 2 mana up for Get Lost and Snare, or play Farm Animals. They will probably find a way to exile the Farm Animals, so it doesn't seem good. Rest in Peace stops them from crafting. Does that matter? They do have some craft cards. But tapping out makes me so nervous, but they don't have Fire Crystal. I think we're fine. This is where they show me the second Fire Crystal and really blow my mind. Which, by the way, we could have taken out the starting towns. They did whiff when they searched with the Bay. Draw 2. Hold Up Smell Snare was the other potential play that I kind of wish I'd made, but I think we're fine. Interesting. Where are their other synthesizers? They're playing around Ultima. They're not fetching synthesizers. I love this. They got 30 cards, we have 37, so we can deck them. We probably don't need to, but I mean, it is hard to beat an authority. So what do we use our last farm animal on? Get Lost can clean up authority. It's a good question. You never know when you're gonna need it. There's a Star Cage and 2 Consults. The Consults basically, as good as Star Cage is, the Consults are basically tutor your deck once you have 2 of them here. If I put out the farm animals, they gain 1 life. I mean, I think we just threaten the 3 steps. I'll probably take out the authority so I can ambush with Wan Shi Tong at some point. Actually, I'm not even going to draw 2. I'm going to keep the option open to deck them, because I want to use these Consults. It is amazing that with every single card in their deck being worth 2 9/9s, every 3 mana card in their deck being worth 2 9/9s, that we can just keep winning. We can literally do with all of it. Yeah, go get a plains. All right. I mean, every card they get is them closer to decking, which lets us cast Consult to get a choice pair of cards ourselves. Because we just have to stay ahead of them. All right. Oh, there you go. Tutors. They're basically tutors. So with 2 of those, we're doing another 3 steps ahead trick this turn. I'll go ahead and take 2. Yep. Here we go again. What else would you like to do? I mean, eventually they just don't have any artifacts in their deck. It can't all be 3 mana artifacts. Enigma Jewel. Yep, can't craft. No graveyard. Sack Jewel to get what? Could play Wan Shi Tong there. We need to make sure we play Wan Shi Tong around a Saw Blades. And, you know, you'd prefer to do it on end step. So right now, if I play a Wan Shi Tong, I can counter a Saw Blades. I can also get lost. Let's see. It's a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3. I still get a 4-point Wan Shi Tong. Okay. I think this is fine. It's fine. So get lost your authority. They might get a snare. How many snares have they used? 1, 2. Never mind. It is a free card, but if they get a snare... Oh, I can use farm animals, but then Wan Shi Tong is small. Yeah, never mind. Let him get a snare. There you go. Eventually they'll run out. We can't do it forever. Got any more planes? Any more basic planes? None? Okay. Into a starting town. Let's cut down their mana a little, actually. Any basics still in your deck? There is an island. Three Steps is the best card. It's absolutely shutting them down. And then after that, I think it's the Demolition Field. Let's cut their mana off a little. It'll take a while, but getting your land drops is good. So with Authority gone, Washing Tong's an option. And they're at 20, we're at 27. So we can draw 7 cards. These are 4. So we don't want to do this for more than 3. And also, I mean, every turn they're like fetching. So every time they fetch, that becomes better for us. Again, how much can we do it? As much as we need to. They play a Star Cage. What's that hit? Nothing, right? Just makes more stuff. So we don't want to play the Wanshi Tong until we actually have a board without these on it. Or attacking won't actually happen. I don't need to attack anyway. I just need to run them out of artifacts. So what does that? I guess the sweepers, now that they can't have haste, that's what runs them out of artifacts. 19 cards to go. Days of Judgment. Sure. Why not? That is... I love games like this. I love games that are my 60 against your 60. If you line up everything they can do and everything I can do, who wins? Keep it on top just because of deck size here. It's cards we don't get to draw in the future. Yep, there's a Saw Blades. Do we snare it? There aren't that many 2-mana cards. And it is something that can turn into a threat. Another synthesizer, yep. Not a problem. We have our plan, which is run them out of those 3-mana artifacts. And you see all the Star Cages, you see all the snares. They want to drop another Authority of the Consuls. I mean, is countering this actually important? Not particularly. We still have plenty of Get Lost in our deck. Don't really want to draw No More Lies, but limiting their mana... Limiting their mana does make it possible. So draw. This is another draw 7. But with no graveyard, it doesn't put us ahead. So, Day of Judgment again. Eventually, they're gonna have to play the last one. The last synthesizer. Their United Battlefront won't get them anything useful. They're gonna run out of cards, guys. It's coming. They can't win. We can wipe away so many constructs that they're gonna run out of artifacts in their deck, and then they're gonna draw into nothing. We didn't need Ultima. Maybe I don't need the Ultima back in the game. It was such an easy win button against these decks. It felt so good to cast, but hey, every now and then you're looking at your 5-mana Ultima and you're looking at your Star Cage that has like a Badger Mole Cub and some other stuff under it, and you're like, I can't do it. Are we gonna get roped now? Did I earn a roping? Finally. That's how I know I did a good job. This rope brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. I just got a package delivered. Hold up. This package is from Dragon Shield, which is the other sponsor, conveniently. I talked about CoolStuffInc.com and promo code CGB5. Well, Dragon Shield just sent me some of their clear outer matte sleeves. And this is something I requested a whole bunch of these because I have a little project going on of taking my most susceptible to foiling Pringly cards and putting them in top loaders. And I like to be able to see the backs of the cards a lot. I don't like just having them in a normal black sleeve when they're in top loaders. So I'll show you this outer sleeve. Outer sleeves are great for like your triple sleeving if you have sleeves you want to protect. Some people really love their sleeves, their graphic sleeves. Sure. That's not really what I do with it. So I'll show you a card. Like here is a inner sleeved foil cryptic command. Now it is double sleeved in black Dragon Shield. And then, you guys don't need to see this rope, right? And then I've got this outer sleeve, which this is the matte outer sleeve that you can fit it into if you want to protect the sleeve. I just don't use the black sleeve for my top loaders. I put the cryptic command in the outer sleeve like that. See that? And then if you're wondering about the condition of like a foil, you can kind of see the back right away, but it's more protection than just the inner sleeve. And then into the top loader it goes, and it's got the outer sleeve and the inner sleeve and the top loader, and it fits really smoothly. You don't have to like push it down. It like goes in the top loader so clean. Anyway, that is an ad built into a video. Are you impressed? Am I not professional? We won the game. Shocking. What? I'm telling you, Casey Jones looks more like a villain all the time. Go first has snare. All right. And we get a surveil, so we try to get a land near the top. That is not a land. I hate that we show our opponent this, but maybe it makes them... Oh, they're just going to duress us anyway. Shut up. Oh! They went too far. They took the meta too far. Anyway, they know what's in our hand. But the top decked Hollow Fountain makes sure that they don't resolve anything for a long, long time. Triple blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, dual land means no more lies and spell snare in the same turn are options. That's why we still hold the demo field, even though you love taking knowledge away from the opponent when you can. They know our whole hand. They just don't know how to resolve a spell. You love to see it. Abyssal Harvester. A sacrificial lamb, to be sure. Sure. That I'm going to get lost because they can't do anything else with it, and I just need to keep everything off the board now. Okay, we really, 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 really want to draw land. Corpses of the Lost. Let's hit that with the No More Lies before they have too many lands to play around it. And look at that, it's working out. Blue-white control at its finest, doing its thing. Unstoppable slasher? I think not. Quite stoppable. A Rest in Peace, a Spell Snare, and a Star Cage. If they play a one-mana creature, the Star Cage is such a good answer. The Rest in Peace stops the Slasher and the Harvester stuff. The Spell Snare, they haven't shown us, and it's not something they can play this turn. They haven't shown us a 2-mana card. If I play the Rest in Peace here, it takes out a huge amount of their game plan, but it also shuts down our Spirit Water Revival win con as a mill option. But I don't think they can answer. I don't think they have the card advantage we do. I think we can win this long game. It also makes slashers so much more stoppable. And I think holding the Star Cage is just a good move. So if they actually do play a 1 or 2 mana threat, we get them. There's a miner. Okay. Also makes Rest in Peace look pretty good. If they just cash in their maps, it's just a small threat. Nothing too much to worry about. We can consult the star charts. That is not a card they want. Bitter Triumph. Mischievous Changeling. Okay, now we know they're an Unholy Annex deck, which means we have to find answers to the Annex. That is the card that can beat us. It's also a spell snareable card, the Changeling. So Get Lost is an answer, and another 3 steps can't be too bad. Our land drop. I think we take 4 a few times and eventually drop a Star Cage. In the meantime, we look for a spell to counter with 3 steps to draw some cards. They probably won't give it to us. They'll do their best not to give us a spell to counter to draw cards. Especially while they have a flash threat. So I think we just stay patient. Or we could bait the hook and just cast this for 2 cards. I don't think that's very good. I don't love it. I do love my Curious Farm Animals. But it is an Annex answer, so I think we hold it. So let's see if they go for their Changeling. Yes, they do. Let them have it. The Star Cage cleans it up. I'm willing to take 6 here to get a better Star Cage. Patience. Patience. Would have been really nice to draw another land, but we'll take it. This isn't a perfect situation, but we still have 3 steps to copy Star Cage at instant speed, which might be really good in the Skeletons matchup as well. Here comes the Annex. Do we let him have a card so we can kill it with farm animals? Or do we hit it with a Get Lost? I think we hit it with a Get Lost. Now is kind of a crucial time. Them getting a card could matter big time. And we're in a good spot now. Remember, we can't make robots with the Star Cage by sacrificing it because the cards go into exile from Rest in Peace. It's a little nombo, but it's okay. Ooh, Ritual Chamber. They could just go right for it. Now this one, we could counter it, but we could also copy Star Cage, which would kill the token, and then Curious Farm Animals the Chamber. But that's 2 cards instead of 1. It would also deal with the maps. I guess we can deal with the maps for free here. Yeah, we can. Because we have 8 mana. Don't need lands. Another cage. Do we just hold up 8 mana, or do we get some value off this anchorage punching them? I think we just hold. If you can do nothing, that is also winning. A map token that's probably going to get swept up isn't that useful. Go ahead and take out this Sanctuary. Eventually, guys, yes, we'll have to attack them, but we can wait till we're maxing out our hand size. So the creatures that have to attack them are Washi Tong and 4 anchorages. One mana open is definitely a Requiem Hex, which countering is not convenient for us right now. I'm waiting for the deck to kind of kick into gear. Consult would probably do it. Here is a Changeling. It's the only 2 mana card I've really seen. It's possible, though, I should hold the Spell Snare. There's a Slasher, okay? It's a good Day of Judgment target. There's a Wanshi Tong. When this equipment enters, create a shapeshifter. It gets +1/+1 and is all creature types. It's kind of wild. But they both go away to the Star Cage, so it's not a big deal. Mono black changelings, guys. Is this a deck? Do people play this? I would prefer to see the Spirit Water Revival and just have a ton of counters in my hand before I try to go off. Feels weird to use a Get Lost. Let's draw our card. Maybe it's a Wrath. It is not. Okay. Holding. Yeah, when they kill Wan Shi Tong with a removal spell, it becomes a lot harder to kill them. So let's just keep holding it until we have more protection. We could try to draw some removal on the Anchorage. They only have 3 cards. This is a counter and often hits a removal spell. That's a counter. So yeah, let's do it. In fact, let's put some bait out there. Let's bait the hook. They're gonna Hex. So I could try to copy this and counter and draw, and they would have to respond with 2 counters to blow that out. Oh, I'm a mana short on the draw. Well, I'm still going to do it. I think it's a good play. And we still have Spell Snare if they try to use removal in response. That isn't 1 mana. That is 2 mana exactly. And we get another Anchorage and we ramp. Did you know 3 steps ahead is a ramp spell? There you go. Absolutely is. Okay, fine. 2 hexes, but we still have an Anchorage. And once they're out of removal, Wan Shi Tong should win the game. They've got a Sneakling. There's a Bloodletter on top. Yeah, that last card is probably removal, but we're gonna find out. Star Cage off the top. Get him again. How many Star Cages? All of them. All right. Opponent, show me that removal spell. It targets a creature, but it's not something they want to cast. What is it? I wonder. Land drop acquired. Bloodletter is here. Can they deal me 6 somehow? Maybe I should have put out the farm animals just in case they had an Annex here. I'll definitely do it this time. When it dies, I gain 3, but that doesn't matter with Rest in Peace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we do this much because we can still power up Anchorage to block and we can still Spell Snare. Woohoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Who are you? Bloodletter of Aclazotz? Is this the removal? It is a 3 mana removal spell. Wow. Okay. Let's see our cards. Beautiful. Turns out that blocking was important, guys. If I kill my Rest in Peace, I can start making robots. I think Rest in Peace, it's done its job. Too bad I don't gain the 3 life. But I think we're far enough ahead now that it's going to be fine. They cycle, they draw. Yeah, once you run them out of cards, just about anything will get the job done. They got a little desperate right there, and they got no more lives for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. We have the mana to do it. Let's do it. Stock up Anchorage. Now a spells to go into the graveyard. Spirit Water Revival's on the table. But since I have so much mana, I think I'm just gonna get to work on Star Cage roboting. Oh, I tapped one too many. Bummer. I guess I'll just consult my star charts then. They're tutors now, so let's take them. I guess if I'm gonna revival, I may as well cast another star charts. First, sure. Shuffle them back up, draw them deep. 16 to 30 now, so we do have to win with damage, but we definitely have the means. Yeah, we have all the resources and then some. There's probably nothing we can't handle. Unless they just have a way to drain me for 6 right to the dome that gets around No More Lies and Spell Snare. Now that should be enough mana to still consult into 3 steps ahead while punching them for a lot of damage. Clock is ticking. I don't think they, yeah, what are they gonna do? There's nothing they can really do. We won't need the robots. They found a removal spell. Would you like to cast it? Bitter Triumph. Countered. To the surprise of no one. Unless they're over there like, oh my god, I can't believe they had it. How could this be? Oh. Whew. Still got it, baby. Still blue-white for life. Let's go. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Tap like, tap subscribe. Let me know what your favorite win con, not win con, and blue-white control is. You are cool.